today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've... certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
Partner, do we still count this as the holiday season?
A little bit of a gray area, but I think you can.
Okay, well, we just passed it, right? Well, the gifts keep coming to our guy, don't they?
They do.
I mean, think about this now. Clinch the playoff spot. Offensive player of the week in Week 16. I think he's going to keep going. I think he's going to keep firing away. I don't think they pull back at all.
Yeah, and everybody for them rounding into form right now. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum because they pitched a shutout last week. And I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level. And they're playing their best football at the right time of year.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The Colts send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Archer. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Martin, is not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On first down, Archer. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Up the middle they go. Archer. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Second and 4. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Well, they run the option on second down. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets it up past the 35.
They'll set up a throw. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
On play action, they'll throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. After one, a 14-3 ball game. 2 yards left on second down from the 9. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Now the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on third down. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on third down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 48 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious. Big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
The Eagles at 11-4 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He'll let one go deep for Howard. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Back to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 44 yards.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Archer. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes the pressure, and the Eagles get there to block it. And they are going to take possession of the football. And we can start to see that developing from up here. He came off the punter's right side. He got in there quickly.
He did, and so the question's going to be, did you hang in there long enough on the edge to block? In college, what you try and do is shove him out of his path, and then you take off running downfield because you're allowed to. In the pros, you can't release in the interior until the ball's punted, so there's no reason not to stay in there and make sure you get a good block on it.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles take the block punt and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Now a handoff up the middle. Archer. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards.
And the Colts have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Back now here on EA Sports. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught by Howard. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Rolling to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And you can see they're in second place in the division, but they have clinched postseason football. That's the important thing. They currently have the best record among the wild card contenders, but they want to make sure they finish this season strong.
And isn't that the case each and every year about one division that ends up being the top-loaded division? And unfortunately this year, it's theirs. But you could spin it and say, hey, they've been tested, and they've beaten a lot of good teams already. They will be prepared for the playoffs.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Eagles have recovered.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
72 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Archer. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. And a question. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. Archer. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Archer. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
So now the Eagles down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he finds Howard complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a